Alright, Spider-Man into the Spiderverse. We're finally at that one. This is the finale to my Spider-Man reviews that I'm doing in lead up to Across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse is one of the best comic book movies and animated movies ever made. I don't really need to say much more than that, so review's over. Bye, guys. I'm joking, but like this movie is so good. James Gunn actually recently was in a video and called this his favorite comic book movie, which honestly is a good choice. It's not my favorite. I don't know what my favorite would be, honestly. This one's definitely up there. Because this one is an awesome Spider-Man story. First of all, this movie is a love letter to Spider-Man in the sense that it has so many Spider-Man references. They don't just feel like just references. They feel like they're a natural integration into the world or just funny things that the creators of this movie thought were funny to include. But there's just so much great things about it through that. And yeah, there's definitely some like just references for reference sake, but they're not annoying in a lot of other movies. They're not a Ready Player One, and it's really smart, well written. The animation in this movie is some of the best animation and most unique animation of all time. So much so that Paramount's been trying to copy it with Ninja Turtles. Puss in Boots tried to copy it a little bit. I mean, they're very much making it their own thing. They're not like straight copying it, but you get what I mean. Like it's all its own unique thing. It's awesome stuff. And then you get the incredible voice acting in this movie. I mean, you got some really good people in this movie doing some voices that just are awesome. It's a great movie all around with all that stuff. One of my favorite aspects of this movie is Miles Morales, though. You have to understand Miles Morales. People, a lot of people were like, is this movie going to do great? Because they were nervous about Miles Morales being this new character to the public. Well, the thing of why Miles Morales was seen that way is because in the comic books, basically Obama had become president the year that Miles Morales was introduced, and the creator of Miles Morales was like, I should make a black Spider-Man. We got first black president, why not first black Spider-Man? Which, I don't know, I always hate statements like that, because it's like, why don't you just make an interesting character? Why do you gotta be weird and make weird statements like that? It's not even so much that it's political, it's just weird. Anyways, they made the character, but they didn't really do anything interesting with the character in the comics. It was just Black Peter Parker. Like, it was literally like you could just switch the race and nothing would be different. It was really bad, actually. Um, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Miles Morales didn't have potential, but what they'd done with the character up to that point was just stupid. Now, this movie made people love Miles Morales because they made him his very own unique character. And what was great about that, too, is in this movie, they make his character very much about identity. Not only him figuring out his identity as Spider-Man, but who he wants to be. Deciding between his father and his uncle, which is a great relationship that pulls this movie together. And I think is going to definitely pull the relationship in the second one from the trailers. I think Miles Morales' relationship with his father is going to be a very big issue in that. But yeah, I mean, just seeing that is really cool, right? You love that relationship, seeing how all that goes down. So I think that's great. But yeah, I mean, like the fact that I never realized this, by the way, till like the third time I watched it, because this movie has so many little details that you won't even realize every time you watch it. Miles Morales has his shoes untied like the whole movie, and what's great about that is because like that's him. He goes to a school where everybody has to wear the same outfits and everything. So him having his shoe untied is a choice to stand out, And in fact, it's a line in the movie. Someone says, "Hey, your shoe's on the side," and he goes, "I know, it's a choice." And so that's some really great stuff right there, and that's just awesome. So they were able to really define this character and change him. Miles Morales, a character, has never been the same in the comic books, in the games, in the movies since this movie came out. It's awesome. And then you got this awesome soundtrack that just is really awesome to listen to and just watch in the movie. Fits every scene pretty much perfectly, except for like one song. They use the Lil Wayne's "I'm not scared of the dark." I'm like, all right, that doesn't really fit. The score is really good in this movie. It's incredible, like especially the Prowler, like that sound that it makes. It's got a very unique sound to it. It's very heroic, very cinematic. It's just awesome. This movie's just so good. I can gush about this movie for hours. Just so many little things. Stan Lee's cameo is awesome. So many great jokes in this movie. The writing's awesome. It's just cool. It's just like, this is, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, this may just want to be one of the best movies ever made. It's just that freaking good. Like, oh my god.